Don't tell yourselves that you cursed it away again or physically took it away. So I tried to get gas there. Of course, the gas app won't work. They're hacking that. Okay? Same thing as I told you before. As soon as I freak out, then they increase it. Now, you know what they did in the store? There's no way they would have sold that to anyone without closing the box. Again, I know there's nothing wrong with it. Theoretically, I mean, for all I know, they could have wiped some drug on it. But it's a psychological torture. Somebody messed with it, theoretically. I'm going to pull over and wash off my steering wheel. Have to get someplace with water, though. I'm sensing something on it. That's what you're all into? Have fun in hell, all of you. They fired 2 people that worked at that apartment complex, and I'm not off base. A nation that would allow this to go on for 30 years deserves hell after hell after hell. And they deserve not one iota of the goodness I gave it. I'll try the app over here. Let's see if it works. There's no way Best Buy would have left it. All you got to do is close the box. There's no way they would have left it open. So that makes it almost proof positive that they pulled them off the shelves after I ordered it. But there might be something on the steering wheel. Feels kind of weird. App's not going to work. I don't need gas anyway. They thought they were blocking me from gas. I didn't see the curb that I ran over. Probably one person, I'm not sure. The person was tailing me. Got up behind me and went past me. When I went to turn, I was doing the flip around to get behind him. Then he all of a sudden wanted to go fast. So I couldn't get his tag, I guess. But it just could be something weird also. Possible somebody was watching me at the Best Buy. I can't, I don't know. Right. They've done it so many times so what they do is they'll take specific vehicles and watch you with those, the pattern vehicles, quote unquote. And then, oh wait, I don't want to go this way. I want to go this way. Oh, I did want to go that way. I can't be sure. I can't remember the name. No, that's not it. That's not it. All right. This way is better. They don't expect you to go this way. No, they did it so many times. They use patterns of vehicles to make your mind see them. I mean, obviously they're there. I wouldn't normally notice them at all. But then they developed the pattern of vehicles. Some of the people in the Panama vehicles don't even know they're part of that. Like, somebody just tells them to go somewhere and they go there. But not everybody. 100%. So they start watching you in every parking lot you go to, and then they'll have the plate on or something like that. No, they're not transmitting the, hey, we got you, and you know, you can't do anything wrong now because we know you've committed 1,000 felonious crimes or anything like that. It's not that. This time it wouldn't have been. But see, after that, then you don't know. You know, you can't tell. So what they're doing is they're gumming up my safety and my security, and that would be illegal in itself. Right. I didn't see any cop cars around that I could see. I mean, it could have been an undercover person. I don't know. Actually, the police car was at the gas station, the other gas station. They're trying to take my vehicle out. It's the same thing as when I left Dallas because they're all freaking out. They no longer have a bird's eye view on me when I go up to Kansas City. Could have been something on the box, too. I didn't look to see if a guy may have had plastic gloves on. Rubber gloves. I think the guy had gloves and handed it to me. Thanks, Larry. But it was open, definitely open. I mean, if somebody picked, no, that was a pretty squared away store. If somebody, I still didn't get to speak to somebody at the store, so that was weird. So if they pick it and the box is open, obviously they're going to close it. I mean, yeah, you could have such a putz out there that doesn't close the box. So it's not my steering wheel. It was probably the box. 100%. And then they would say, oh, just some accidental coverage or something, right? Somebody had drugs, touched it or something. 100%. The question is, does the item have it on there? I'll wipe it down with alcohol. Nobody's going to investigate that. I believe the whole DOJ thing is a scam anyway, just to make me think somebody's helping. It's done it to me a million times already. When they produce results, then they'll get the credit for it. Otherwise, it's just another part of the scam. Oh yeah, we're trying to throw a rapist and a pedophile and a murderer off balance, so we can catch him at doing that charity again because we know it's all grooming. That's what law enforcement's doing, man. They're sick. Come in the box. Oh, they're trying to break it. Their evil's up big, man. I don't know who's powering them. It could be the Republicans in the House. They might know that they get their devil power back when the Republicans take the House. I mean, if you're a real Christian politician, you should say things like, if the Republicans are evil and taking the House means devils have more power, anti-power to harm people, then we shouldn't take the House. Say things like that. That may clear you. I don't know. I've said things like that in my lifetime. 100%. Thank you, Larry. I'll probably call Best Buy, but they probably already have a security guy that's already in the middle of it, or a security woman who plays a role player in their place, and you know they know to stay in their little place, or they get followed home by cops that harass them. if they investigate what happened in that store. Why I'm handed a package with an open box that they know they can close. And they don't have a problem with somebody being drugged. They don't care. It's all part of the taking out of the pedophile. Just like in New Mexico, all part of taking out of the pedophile. While they all have sex with young girls and young boys. No, this isn't QAnon. That was put in there by the pedophiles to confuse the reality. It's not political. Not at all. I gotta shut my gas door. You are pieces of shit for torturing me. That part's real. Let's not confuse that part. No, you're not trying. If I really look, the amount of time that I didn't say anything, you try to use against me. The reason I didn't say anything is I thought it was just, a cursory view of investigation. I wouldn't say, hey, investigate Trump for cursory review unless I believed in the system. I mean, obviously, you're not part of that system. You're all part of corruption. It took a long while for me to figure it all out. But it's all coming together now. You come to my apartment, I figured it out. They were doing stuff and I wasn't figuring it out. They were like turning the light off. Maybe, I don't know if something was missing or not. I mean, it could have been anything. But, it looked like something was going on, but I kind of ignored it. Because I didn't want to be paranoid about it. But when they took the Nexium, I knew something was up. And nothing may be wrong with both Nexiums. I might go, oh, test this. Oh, it's Nexium. Right. But that's not the litmus test. The litmus test is that it's psychological torture. You're not sorry, all of you. If you're sorry, this wouldn't have happened. If you're sorry, it would actually go back 20 or 30 years, and this never would have happened in my life. I know you're not sorry. You'd do it all over again if you had to, and not had to, if it all came at you at the same way, or even something similar. I know how it all works. If you all were actually sorry for what you did, none of it would have happened. I don't know why they say I'm not here to do this. Are they like on some investigation or something, and they're trying to feign that they're not torturing me? I don't have all the answers to what you're saying because I'm not part of it. You fantasize that I'm part of something you're part of. I'm not. I'm just a good person trying to help the world, but I'll fuck off the devils 10 times as hard as anybody else because I've been tortured 10 times as hard as anyone else. Speaking about 30 years, I mean, to me, I just thought it was people razzing me at first and bad luck in life. I'm serious, man. This earth is going to fucking suffer, dudes. Gals, whatever you are. In-betweens, theys. That they dude is probably, that work for the administration, is probably a victim of the people I speak about. I've been in the government. I know how to drug people, man. Get what they want. But it's all God's work, right? God would have you do that to us. Again, Ezekiel 34 exists. You can't erase it. And then Christ came, Jesus came, and he reinforced Ezekiel 34. That was almost that was the gist of his work. To come and rescue Ezekiel 34. No, he came to rescue us. No, he did. You're the righteous. You condemn others, then you're the righteous. Again, we call that self-righteous, but Jesus didn't come to save you. And even if you say, I love James, might have been something on the box. I don't know. Could have been a cop for all I know. Put him behind the counter in that big high-tech case. That's what they do to your life. They put the crooked cops around you all day. Because they'll kill anyone that knows the truth about their corruption and their evil. A person that wouldn't have ever woke up to it unless they tried to kill me. Wouldn't know nothing. They've killed millions of people on this globe using that exact same system. So you're part of a major thing that occurs in Iran, occurs in Saudi Arabia, occurs in Russia. You're big. You made the big time, all of you. There's 2 pickup trucks over there. One lot kind of over, but still close enough to be an observer. And then another one. There's a guy that parked head on. He walked in behind me. I don't know if he walked in behind me, but he was behind me in line. I think he may have been part of it. Just to see what happened, report on what may have been said at the counter about the open box. 100%. But the other one's probably sitting in there with a pea shooter. Touched the box, got drugs on it, freaks out. Pop, pop, pop. And then the newspaper says, hero in pickup truck, who's a piece of shit narcotics distributor, who is now a hero of the community because the cops are crooked. The cops even know you're crooked. They even laugh at not themselves because they're not the crooked cops. They just can't do anything about it. 100%. I'm not touching their box without gloves on. Wondering why that pile of gloves was sitting in my apartment. Like a pile of gloves in this one spot. It's been there for like 6 months. But that's the world we really live in. Nobody's going to test anything honestly if they're killing someone. There may be no real investigation related to anything here in Oklahoma City. It was just an attempt to stop the cursing so they don't have to pay for what they're doing. Just like when I got injured, like the next day, and I said a bunch of shit about not supporting Trump. And like within a couple of days, Trump was in Texas talking to talking to the governor. Trump may not know why he went to Texas. Part of the illusion. Oh, Trump's come to rescue more. Go back. Flew down to Texas unannounced. Met with the governor. We're going to save more. Moore's supposed to believe that. It's that big, all of you. It's that big. Well, Trump's almost finished with, so that'll be over with. Now he's a devil. He powers evil. Democrat evil, Republican evil, any evil. It's his will. Let's see if I get the greeting up here by the police cars. Well, pretty soon we'll have a GoPro on the front. We'll get to watch real time. I'm focused on this and I obsessed over this and that's why my life went. Bullshit. It's the same fucking Marshal Service garbage that you were fucking 20 years ago. Fucking liars. Tried everything in life just about that I could. Anything I could get past you fucking me off on the internet while I researched it, I tried. And of course, you paid all those people, inserted your own people, made it devil instead of making it God, or leaving it be God, if it ever was God. So what they want me to believe is that the people that are breaking into my apartment are because this gate is left open. Anybody could have broken into this place any time in the last 7 months. It's not secure at all. It's not even an illusion. They're all mad because I cursed your little poopy family. You operated mine for fucking 30 years, at least. That may be one of the agents, or one of their evils. They teach them like I'm like obsessed with being worshipped, so they bow to me every so often to make that try to make that illusion. Well, what they're doing is they're actually messing up the reality because people have bowed to me, and it's not like it's just spiritual respect. Right. Thank you. So what they're trying to do is screw up the sea. I've seen Jesus. I don't care. He raged in the temple. Big deal. Y'all don't want the truth because what you do, all of you, is you all work for Satan, and you have the control that the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the people in the temple had while he was freaking out about their sin and their evil, and they were cursing him at that time. That's why that happened. I don't know if you know that, all of you. Maybe even drugged him. But again, in the end times, you all would look what? Like holy and perfect, right? Can't believe Oklahoma was this evil. It's just insane. I read about all the churches in Oklahoma City. I was encouraged. Like, well, maybe there'll be a real church there. They're all fake. They're all devils. A bunch of devils sitting in a pew waiting for the next man to torture and make money off of. Sure, your Hindu temples are the same thing. I'm not here to change myself for you. That's not going to happen. If you change yourselves, then you get a different me. I'll know what's up when I get to Kansas City, because if they do it, then I'll know the Justice Department's fake. That'll be the litmus test. There's nothing I have to stop. You want to kill me, and you don't want me to talk about it. You don't want me to curse you for it. It's that simple. Nothing else is going to change. Put $1 million in my pocket. That's not. I'm not blackmailing you, or you owe me at least $1 million. There's no doubt. FBI, DHS alone owes me $1 million. Probably $7 million. I mean, if you gave Matt Fogg $4 million, you owe me $700 million. Tried to take the van out, but didn't quite happen for you. Stay peaceful, praise God, and all that you do, praise God. Wait a second before I go. What they wanted to do is her to take the van and destroy it. That's what they were. They wanted me to help that woman in Texas to the point that she destroys everything in my life, including my vehicle, and then I'm left with a bill. This is a first time, actually, my first vehicle after my marriage, I had like a 5-year loan because interest was so high, I couldn't get a loan for shit. It was just horrible. And then I do 3-year loans, and that's pretty safe on a used vehicle. I'm out there with a 5-year loan on a vehicle. I'm lucky if it lasts 3, probably. And that's what they wanted. They have specific plans of destroying my finances, destroying this, destroying that. But if I don't go out and protect myself after they do this stuff, it'll just get worse, even metaphysically. So they're flipping triggers that are kind of like spells, that you have to respond and spend money or nothing, or it'll get worse. What they're freaking about is that they're happy that I spent the money, but it was well spent money. And they're with common drug dealers and common sex traffickers. There's no doubt that that the entire law enforcement system is working off of corruption, working off of criminals paying for permission to own a certain section of criminal activity. And law enforcement officers and government officials are the recipients of that money. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.